Hey everyone, it's Angela Irene with Aged Goodness. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're here for another box. This one is a 14-pound BOHO box. You can see it has some damage, but you know, we're going to trudge on and hope it's lined. And my faithful mister is going to just slice and dice for me.
Nasty plastic.
Nice.
Oops, sorry.
All right, it's lined. Let's get started and we'll see what we have. I just wanted to take a really quick moment, and I had a very special woman who's become a really good friend through this journey. She had sent me friend mail, and she just wants to remain anonymous. She just wanted this to be us, but she said I could show this. And it says, behind every accomplished woman is an astonished man. I love that she created this, and the flowers are so beautiful, and she had a friend who did calligraphy, and she had this done when she saw the phrase, and she said she really liked the saying. And I just thought that was just the sweetest thing that she sent this to me, and it sits on my desk, and I want to tell her thank you publicly. She knows who she is, and she knows how very much I loved this. This is wonderful. And I wanted to give a quick shout out. Faith Robin, she's been in the comment section down there. You've seen her. They are starting their own website, thesparklybeater.com. It's also going to have an Etsy store and an eBay store and a YouTube channel. They're going to just really go for it here. And Faith makes beautiful, handmade, hand-beaded items. So check them out. Well, let's start the BOHO box with some beautiful earrings. You know, I always love finding, you know, the really funky, cool, you know, something different. And these are certainly different. Glass and shell, they're just fun. These two, we've got like a plastic bead and then a glass bead and then this, you know, really light metallic bead. But these are clip-ons. So someone had turned this pair into a pair of clip-ons, which is kind of neat. These are sterling, and they have this beautiful enameled and turquoise inlay. And then these mother of pearl pieces of shell, these are marked 925 as well. So great little start to the box. And the BOHO boxes don't tend to be overly full of earrings, but this one had a few more. You know, these are fashion. Aren't those cool? I like those. These are funky, have a lot going on. And then we have all the little teeny seed beads attached. Someone put a lot of work into those. And then we have the little shell. And then another pair of the smaller, I think these are faux pearl. Oh, we had a couple of really fun bracelets. Look at all of the little mirror pieces on this bangle. Thing is heavy, and it has all of these beautiful little inlay pieces of mirror. It's kind of neat, right? And then every box has to have one of these. I think it's law at this point. This, you know, it doesn't really go with BOHO, but they included it. It says genuine leather on the inside. That's kind of neat too. And this one here has to be like charm overload. Look at this bracelet. I mean, it is loaded. If you like a lot of clankability and a lot going on, this one is for you. It has everything from glass beads, plastic beads, animal beads, wooden beads. I mean, look at this thing. It is pretty, you know, pretty impressive. I can't believe they put all of these things on here. It's quite an interesting looking piece. You know, standard little brass. We've got wood and some iridescent beads. Here, really, it's wood, but it's really light. This is neat. It's heavy as all get out. Has that silver look. Definitely not silver though. We have another wood piece and another. This one has skulls. Kind of, if that's your thing, woohoo, we have a skull bracelet. If not, ooh, there you go. Here's another wooden one. And then we had a fashion silver tone. And then this great little set of bangles in the 4 colors. I thought that was really fun too. Now, being BOHO, it's not a surprise. This box had a ton of wooden bead necklaces in every configuration you could think of. You know, like this one, with the cute little pendant drop there. This one has seed beads, wooden beads, the coconut shell, and then this one with, you know, the multicolor. And this one's kind of like a, I don't know if it's really like a hemp cord, but it's a little different feel to it. The wooden cross on suede. This one has the teeny little wooden beads with kind of almost the pewter look with the little butterflies and the flower. This one has multi-strand, and it has, this kind of looks like tin foil. You know, it's not, it could be like the plate, but it doesn't quite have that same look. And then the shells, seeds, those are seeds. The different colors, look at the high polish on those. I mean, it just goes on. This one had an absolute ton of wooden necklaces. Just look at that one, and this one. Look at this one. And look at the coloring on those. Is that just not gorgeous? You'll have to forgive me. I'm pulling from a huge pile. And this one is long as all get out. But that kind of burgundy cranberry color, ooh, I think that would be really nice for this time of year. And same with it, these are the dyed green. These aren't as nice of quality, but they still have a great color, especially if you're doing, you know, some form of crafts. You know, to repurpose these, I think would be a great idea. And look at the coloring on these. I mean, that is stunning color right there. And then, ugh, these ones too. This is long, 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 long. Look at all that goodness. Just look at, just think about, you know, what you could wear that with. I mean, you could wear that with just a ton. And same thing with this one. The coloring is very neutral. You know, you could certainly, and then look at this clasp, you know, that old barrel style. And look at the coloring on this one. Look at that vibrant blue, just, ugh. And then kind of the spotted color here, ugh. I'm telling you, that one is kind of one of my favorites here. I try not to pick favorites, but, well, you know. And then look at kind of that, you know, that grayish blue and the brown. Talk about, I mean, that is a stunning combination there. And then this one's stretch with all of the, I think these are like coconut, the discs. So that's fun. And look at all the beautiful coloring on this one. I think really if you want that pop of color, but something that doesn't weigh a ton, these are a great alternative to a metal. Here we have multi-strand, different mediums, and this great bead here. I told you, right? It just keeps going and going. Okay, and this one has these acrylic or plastic beads, so it's lightweight. I mean, you could wear that all day long and not really, you know, have an issue with it at all. Okay, this one is long, single strand, and then we go to multi-strand with more wooden beads. And so if you're kind of like, you know, I don't know if I want to wear wooden beads, this is a great transitional piece because they're smaller. You know, it doesn't have quite the presence, but it has the look. You know what I mean? Okay, and these are some form of dyed wood, and then look at these beautiful faceted beads right here. They're really small. I can't really get my hands on them too well. That I don't know if they're glass or if they're some form of stone, but those are just fabulous too. And then look at this multi-strand. It has a little bit of everything going on in it, but the colors are just, woo, fabulous. Just a few more. This one looks like coconut, and then, you know, kind of a bug looking thing there. Okay, this one is plastic, wood, metal, It has some great colors. I think this one would be, you know, really, really nice for just about any time of the year. This one is a little, kind of a little bent, probably from, you know, being in the box. And it has metal and cording, and it does have the matching earrings. So it's a cute little set. And then we have a belt. But I think you could wear it if you really wanted to. I think you could wear this as a really super long necklace. So it has great wooden medallions here, and then the brass. So kind of neat. Still not jewelry, but neat. Well, we'll transition into a few of the fashion pieces. This would be like inlaid shell. You know, it is a definite fashion piece, and it has some great enameling. Yeah, I'm not so crazy about the cord, but I know, shocker, right? This like bullet looking piece, it unscrews. So I think this is like maybe one of the memory ones where you keep like ashes, you know, something like that. And this is a cutie with the three little people that are articulated and, you know, individually, you know, move. So that's a cute little piece. And then we ended up with these two pieces. So we have this really nice silver tone pin. It is a C-clasp with this nice piece of mother of pearl. And then we have almost like a kilt pin. And all of these little dangles have beautiful stone chips. Looks like we have some malachite, some aventurine, some that really do look like turquoise. So you know what? These were two really, really nice pieces. And before we move on, I wanted to show a few of the things that were just full on broken in the bottom of the box, which is so sad because I can only imagine what these pieces would have looked like. You know, we have all of these stones. We have rose quartz, and you know, these kind of look like aventurine, like a really nice pair of earrings, perhaps. You know, a piece of unakite. We have a couple more pieces of unakite here. We've got the stone elephant that's carved. These all kind of look like jasper. There's a ton of them. We have real pearls, mother of pearl. These look like clear quartz. You know, then we have some beautiful glass beads and like a piece of abalone. So I can imagine what these pieces look like. But at least we ended up with some great pieces to move on, and, you know, they'll become something great again. As for the craft, not too bad. 2 pounds, 12 ounces. And most of it were worn, you know, funky bracelets that, you know, had stuff missing or chips, or so not too much. So that was a pretty good deal with this. We're gonna go ahead and transition into some of the shell jewelry. I mean, this is an actual shell. And, you know, I think with this being so short, it'd have to be a choker. We have a really cute, you know, little pearl and seed bead and shell bracelet. And a really nice flowing shell and chain necklace. Has some nice clinkability for something so small. It's dainty, it's not really in your face. I think you could wear that to a lot of places. Okay, so then we ended up with these two tiny, these are almost like, you know, the size of seed pearls. I mean, these are tiny. They are not finished. So it's almost like someone took 2 strands and put them together with, you know, some rings, and then maybe they were going to make something, but I think we might stick these in the actual bead section. They're nice and gritty, really beautiful color. This one, you know, it doesn't quite have the feel of coral. It's very porous. You can look at it. It almost looks like a pumice stone. So, you know, I'm not real sure about this one. I mean, I know there's a lot of fake coral out there, and I think this one actually might be one, but it's really, really beautiful in the color. That is just a drop dead gorgeous color. All right, And then we have some really fantastic beading here. These are bigger than Hishi beads, but same kind of style. And the feel, these are so smooth, and you could see the mother of pearl when you turn some of the beads. This is a great looking piece. This one here needs to be polished. It is not silver, it is metallic. So I think this may have like some sort of plating, but you can tell it's really tarnished and it's not really in the greatest of shape. But these cute little birds, you know, these little shell birds, really adorable. This one is certainly more the bigger, bolder look here. You know, we have these two shells and then this nice big one here. Very earthy, you know, very beachy. Certainly, you know, a lot of fun. And the blue is a nice pop. You know, that's a really nice pop of color. All right, now this one is definitely large and in charge. We have some shell up here. We have the large, yarn. Oh my goodness. And then we have the multi-strands of the red and the black, and it goes down to these mosaic beads, which are just gorgeous. Look at this leaf. Look at this piece of shell. I mean, this is, I mean, look at it as in the entirety. That is a statement. I mean, this is truly, that is a nice statement. We have some standard, you know, I mean, you knew since this is going to be a boho lot that we would end up with some pretty standard shell jewelry. Same thing with this one. This is something you would commonly find in a boho lot. Gorgeous dyed shell, multi-strand. Look at that blue. If blue is your color, that is gorgeous. Okay, now this one here, ugh. Okay, each one of these is like a tiny, tiny shell that has been like tumbled, polished, and then they have all been, you know, attached here. I mean, this is a lot of work. I mean, that is definitely some work there. And then look at these ones. So we have the clusters of all of the shell pieces. You know, again, these are nice and smooth. You know, it's not like you're going to have this caught on, you know, your sweater or anything. It has a nice feel to it. And this was a nice find. These are usually pretty popular. You think, oh, we see them a lot. We do, in a lot of different colors. Don't tend to see too many in the natural color, which is, you know, a shame because it is beautiful. And then this one here, you have these, you know, the polished and tumbled pieces of shell. And then we have a little bit of glass beading. We have the tiger's eye, and then it goes down to the natural shell. And again, very earthy, very beachy. It's just, you know, it's really, really nice. And then we did have this piece. This does match the earrings. This also is 925, and it is marked RV on one side, and then has 925 and a few initials on this side. So we have the little red stones, and then we have the beautiful mother of pearl. So at least we have a few, you know, sterling silver pieces, which is really nice. Let's move on to some really, really interesting pieces. We have some great glass. This looks like homemade ceramic. And it's so sad that, you know, something that someone clearly worked on ended up here. Some great ceramic beads. We have some bone beads and we have some wooden beads. It's just a really nice eclectic piece. It has a little bit of everything in here. We have this multi-strand, really long seed bead, clear and kind of that turquoise blue, that Arizona, you know, Sleeping Beauty color. I mean, that if you can't afford that color, you know, in an actual Sleeping Beauty, this is a great alternative. It has a lot of pop and a lot of color. It speaks to me. I really like it. Okay, here is multi-strand. True little seed beads. I mean, we're talking tiny little beads. And then it looks like we have rose quartz, both on the pendant and in these. Is that not beautiful? A little bit, you know, variation in size. That is a great little piece. I like that piece. And then look at this one. Multi-strand, different beads. We have little different colors from the red to like the purple, the magenta. And I mean, this is heavy. You know you're going to be wearing this piece. I mean, that is just oof. Next up is a gorgeous glass pendant. Haven't seen anything quite like that. Definitely does not look commercial made. It looks like an artisan made this piece. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And this one is quite interesting. It is an R. And we have beautiful swirl green glass beads. Say that a few times really fast. And these fabulous like foil tin, these teal beads. I mean, this is just, that is a gorgeous piece. This one has a little bit of everything. We have plastic, we have glass, we have metallic. I mean, clankability. I think that one works for just about everybody there. This one has a little bit of everything. It says 1987, an arrow on it. We have wood, we have little sea beads, we have glass beads, cute little piece here. This blue, it is fabulous. So we have the AB coating on the tiny beads. We have some of the flat beads, round. This is just a great little glass piece here. This one, okay, multi-strand. We have, you know, quite an eclectic group on this one. We have wooden beads. We have carved, looks like shell beads. We have glass beads, ceramic beads. Just a, you know, this is just a piece that covers quite the gamut here. This is a very dainty piece. Very nice glass. Little drop and a few here. Very, you know, understated. Same thing with this one. This has like a tanzanite color, an amethyst color. This one too, nice glass. So it looks like we have some lamp work beads. And this is just fun with the really nice kind of neon colors. We have this beautiful little pendant. It has a nice rounded dome, beautiful colors inside. And we are certainly very fortunate. We don't usually see too many marked pieces in the boho lots. It's just not the nature of the beast. These two are both by Ann Egan, and boy, you know, taking a look at her pricing, ooh, okay, she's a little pricey. These are both mixed media. You know, this one has glass and some form of, you know, resin. And these two have rhinestones and acrylic and like glass pieces. Both are very interesting, very unique. So that was a nice little find. And we have two by Leah Sophia. We have this one. That is the shell. And then we have this one, which is the glass, the wood, and the faux turquoise. Multi-strand, so that was also a nice little find. This one is marked CG. So we have some form of black stone chip going down to this very interesting heart. It's kind of like a mosaic of different glass beads and pearls. So very, very unique. I haven't had anything like that. This one is by Rachel. We have the little seed glass beads, and this beautiful little rhinestone pendant. And then we had a very interesting piece. You know what, I'm going to refocus, hold on. Okay, that's a little better. This one is marked with the Bell Trading Company, and it says solid copper on it, and it has all of these wonderful Native American symbols. That is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet. If you can believe it, we're coming into the home stretch already. Wasn't the biggest box in the world. All right, now we're going to work on some beautiful stone jewelry. This one has tiger's eye, and it looks like some different shades of aventurine. Looks like we have some quartz. Just really, the carving on the leaves, this is just so fall and so winter right now. I think that would be a great addition to anybody's jewelry wardrobe. We have a stretchy, so really being this size, you know, double it up for a bracelet, or this would certainly be like a choker. And then this one, strawberry quartz. There's a few that do have some rutiles, which is kind of neat. I always love to find that in quartz. It does have a 925 marked clasp, triple strand. Then we have a couple of bigger beads here. That is a gorgeous, that salmon color. Oof, that is nice. Okay, now this one we've had, which is kind of weird. You know, here we have it again. Really long, single strand, wire wrapped, multi-gemstone. Quartz. Looks like we have some maybe banded agate. I mean, this is nice. Perfect time of year for this. Well, really, I think spring would be good for this too. All right, now this one, all right. It looks like somebody has created this with tiger's eye, and it looks maybe like some carnelian, and, you know, glass beads. But it's either asymmetrical or we're missing a few things. But even down here, I mean, the spacing is just very interesting. So I'm not sure about that one. We'll see. Stretch. Okay, you know, faux turquoise. And since we're going to go along that line, I'm going to see, hopefully this will stay in focus. This beautiful howlite bracelet. I mean, it is heavy and it's got a great feel to it. So, you know, that was really nice. Okay, I am not a big fan of this cord. It's really busy. And I think this is like, what, jasper, maybe? And the pendant is gorgeous. This, to me, it takes away. I mean, I understand the concept. It's kind of funky and it's cool in that look, but I think here's your focus. So, you know, like this. I think, ooh, on a different color chain. Yeah, but hey, everybody's different. Okay, look at this druzy. We have this really fun chain, and this one is done with that silver kind of wash. And then we have these are really stiff, so it's kind of like just vinyl. And the tassel, I would rather see it like this. I show off this part here. That druzy is gorgeous. And then we have this gorgeous hematite. And they're on the square cut, so you have a lot of that faceting, a lot of pop and sparkle. This one has smaller, maybe sodalite beads and glass beads. It has a lot of character to it. And it's big enough, I think this one's an anklet. Tree of Life, we had a few during our sale. We have this gorgeous one here. Really nice silver chain, silver tone chain. And this time the Tree of Life is in multi-gemstones, from the clear quartz, you know, to, well, I'm not sure if those are lapis. I haven't really looked close enough to see if there's pyrite in them. but a whole lot of gemstone here. So that is really, and here's the quarter. So it's, you know, here's one on my hand. I mean, it is not, that's not a dainty pendant by any means. We have this one, gold chain. This I would take right off. I mean, it takes away from this beautiful tiger's eye, and I'm not sure what that one is, but just picture it like that. I mean, it's beat up. I would just leave it with the 3 stones. I think that certainly would have a more impact. Gorgeous stone bangle. This thing is heavy. It has a lot of great color on the skin tone. Nice piece. This is a great piece. We have the little pendant. Maybe lemon quartz, maybe? Really, really cute. I just take it off of this. You know, that isn't anything special. Okay, and we have this. And I'm not sure what all of these are, but the little piece charm here is marked 925 on the back. Looks like we have clear quartz chips. These actually kind of look like nice turquoise chips right here next to the clear quartz. And with blackstone, and again, I haven't looked close enough under loop to see if we have any pyrite, but that's, you know, could be lapis. And whatever these are, wouldn't that be nice if those were like an aquamarine? Ooh, so we have that. All right, and then we have all of these. There's a whole series of them. And they're really, really faceted stretch bracelets. I'm not really fond of any of the silver tone beads. They're just, I don't know, they look, compared to these beads, which I think are both glass and gemstone, they just don't hold up, you know, their end of the bargain to how nice these are. So look at these two. And then this one, let's do this one. And this one, I mean, aren't those spectacular? Look at that. And all these little micro facets. And then this one with the beautiful druzy. I mean, I love that one too. Okay, and then we did have a few pieces. We have this one. And hold on, I'm reaching for it. And this one. And this broken chain. All right, so the broken chain is marked 925. The cute little bracelet, it has the peace sign on the bar on this side, and then this side, it says peace is the way. So we have this cute little peace sign here, and then peace is the way. And these are marked 925, and so is this. I'm not real crazy about how kind of beat up this cord is here, but it's marked 925 on here, and it's marked 925 on the lobster claw, and this all tested is silver. So that was it, gang. That, like I said, it wasn't a huge box. So if you like anything, just send me a message, agedgoodness@aol.com, and let's chat about it. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care. We'll see you soon.